The holiday season is officially here. Today, we're giving you tips on how to shop without breaking the bank and how to stay safe over the holidays. Keep watching. You and Your Money starts now.
You and Your Money is brought to you by Central Bank of the Bahamas and Scotiabank.
Welcome to You and Your Money, everyone. Joining me today to give us some holiday shopping tips, as well as to tell us more about a new payment program at Scotiabank, is Demitri Mackey, the manager of the Scotiabank East Street and Soldier Road branch. Demitri, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
For viewers who haven't started shopping, how do they budget specifically for gift buying?
So specifically for gift buying, I would say I would use three really good helping tips. The first one would be setting a limit. Know what it is that you want to spend during this Christmas holiday and ensure that you don't exceed that limit. The second, I would say, would be, of course, keeping a good understanding in reference to your purchases. Monitor your purchases over the next 4 to 6 weeks to ensure that those small purchases don't put you over your limit during these Christmas holidays. And of course, the final tip I would say, of course, is budgeting. Ensure you have a good understanding of what it is that you want to spend during this Christmas holiday and ensuring that what your financial responsibilities are going to be after the Christmas holidays so that you don't put yourself in a worse position at the end of the Christmas holidays.
Now, I know you started to touch on budgeting, but what are some of those ways that you can actually still stay on budget while shopping for gifts?
Well, to ensure that you're successful when you're budgeting, of course, you have to make sure that you set a really strategic plan. Oftentimes, we walk in the stores with the idea that we're going to purchase one item and we walk out with 6 or 7. So ensuring that you have a really strategic plan during the Christmas holidays is going to increase your chances of ensuring that you stick to your budget during this Christmas holidays. Of course, as well, doing your research, reaching out to the retailers to get an understanding of what it is that you want to purchase. Having your list in reference to how much persons you're going to purchase items for also helps to keep you set towards your budgeting plans during these times.
Listen, I know many people, they don't necessarily have a list, but I guess they're going to try this time around. During the holidays, some people make major appliances as a part of their purchases and other large ticket items. When does it make sense to finance a large purchase with a credit card?
So previously, I would have said that, credit cards should only be used for large purchases in cases of emergencies. Or if you have the funds readily available to place back on the credit card to avoid large interest payments at the end of the month. But given this new and exciting product that Scotiabank is offering, I would say any time is a great time to make a large purchase using your credit card.
You just went ahead and gave us a little sneak preview that there's a new product that Scotiabank has. So you guys recently rolled out a new credit card feature that's called Select Pay. Can you explain what Select Pay is and how it actually works?
So Select Pay is an exciting new credit card feature, as you would have mentioned. So with this new credit card feature, it gives you the flexibility of actually converting your large purchases into low monthly installments. You have the flexibility converting those installments to 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. So it gives our customer the options to basically take control of their upcoming financial obligations.
Listen here, you say you have an opportunity to go ahead and have this installment plan. Is there a limit on how many transactions can be converted into a Select Pay?
So the amount of transaction is tied to your credit limit, but you can do as much, you can convert as much payments into Select Pay options as your limit would allow you. I would also say that those payments would also have to meet the minimum requirement of $250 or more.
Now, let's say my Scotia credit card has a limit of $1,500 and I convert a transaction that's $1,000 to a Select Pay installment plan. How is my credit card limit affected?
So you would only have available at that point in time $500.
Okay.
Because you would have made a large purchase and converted in Select Pay for $1,000. But the beauty of Select Pay is that as you make your monthly installments, your available balance would increase.
And what would you say the benefits would be of using Select Pay as opposed to an installment plan that a retailer may offer in-house?
So in-house The benefits of using SelectPay versus an in-house retailer, of course, one, you have more control of your financial obligations month over month. You can actually dictate to the bank if you want to take a 3-month payment plan, a 6-month payment plan, a 9-month payment plan, or a 12-month payment plan. Whatever is more comfortable for the customer at that point in time. Additionally, you benefit from a much lower interest rate as well. All right, SelectPay would also have you open to a much lower interest payment versus what a retailer would offer you. And then thirdly, SelectPay is a product where you don't have to actually come into the bank and request. You can access SelectPay from your online banking or from your mobile banking. So after you would have made a purchase, you can open up the app on your phone, or you can sign into your online banking, select the item or the purchase you would have just recently completed, and convert it into SelectPay. You would just read over the terms and conditions as well, click accept, and you're just ready to go for the Christmas holiday season. So you don't have to worry about going into the bank and requesting or explaining why you would need a lower monthly payment this month. You have access to all of this from your mobile phone or from your home computer.
I do appreciate that you actually said to read the terms and conditions, because oftentimes we don't necessarily read, and then we want to wonder why this thing, or the charges may come at the end of the day. So for those viewers who may not have a Scotiabank credit card, how do they qualify and apply for one?
I would say visit your nearest bank. We do know during this Christmas season that, everyone's busy, the roads are busy. However, what you can do is you have access to all of the bank's contact information on our website. You have direct lines to all of the managers available to you as well. So you can send us an email to book an appointment to inquire on how you can get one of these amazing products. However, what I would say as well is if you do not have an account with Scotiabank at this time, we can also help qualify you during the account opening process to see if you qualify for one of these amazing products. I would recommend bringing in your job letter and your pay stub to help expedite that process as well. So I would say visit any of the branches, let them know you're interested in receiving a credit card, or send an email. My email address is demitri.mackey@scotiabank.com. That's DEMETRI.Mackey, MACKEY, @scotiabank.com, and I'll be ready and willing to assist you at any point in time.
Well, Demitri, thank you so much for coming on the show, as well as having to share tips on your new SelectPay and how people can actually apply for an account and even get a credit card. Up next, members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force will be joining us to talk about how consumers and business owners can stay safe this holiday season. You're watching You and Your Money. We'll be right back.
My laptop is so slow. Time for a new one. Ooh, rose gold. Okay, I'll use my Scotiabank credit card to buy the laptop and then pay off the balance with the SelectPay plan. So that's 3 payments of about $400 each. And I don't have to worry about a credit check or a new application. Yeah, that works. All right, SelectPay, let's get my laptop's payment plan set up on my card. Okay, laptop. 3, 6, or 12 months? That was easy. And I still got points for my purchase. I like this bite-sized payment plan. Visit bs.scotiabank.com for more information.
With the help of our authorized financial institutions, or AFIs, using sand dollars is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Step 1. Identify your preferred AFI by browsing their websites or contacting them directly. Step 2. Download the free mobile application from Google Play or the Apple Store and then register for a sand dollar account. Step 3. Load money onto your mobile app and begin sending and receiving sand dollars or purchasing and selling goods and services.
We are pleased to be
your central bank approved
digital wallet providers.
It does not matter
which of us you choose.
You can pay for goods and services
wherever sand dollar is accepted.
We are all in this together.
Visit sanddollar.bs for more information.
Welcome back to You and Your Money. We all know that there is typically an increase in crime during the holidays. So joining us to talk about how we can stay safe and protect our valuables is the Assistant Superintendent in charge of armed robbery, Antoine Levarity, and Inspector Durie Smith, Financial Crimes Manager. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Inspector Durie Smith, at a press conference a few years back, it was mentioned that 50% of our crimes are crimes that could be prevented. What are some necessary precautions that consumers in particular should take to make themselves less vulnerable to crime this holiday season?
As we are just easing out of the Thanksgiving shopping season and easing into Christmas, we are thankful for the peaceful and successful shopping time space that we had in terms of the Thanksgiving shopping. We want now consumers to be more vigilant, be hyper-vigilant as they traverse the streets of New Providence and they shop and dine during this Christmas season. We want it to be a great Christmas for everyone. And so in that vein, we look at consumers maintaining their credit card information when they shop at cash registers, when they dine at restaurants, especially in inputting their PIN. As you know, the relaxation of the COVID-19 protocols has allowed us to be more at ease with persons being in closer proximity to us as we shop and as we dine. These are things that we wish consumers to exercise hypervigilance in. When they come to a cash register, be alert. Know how far the person is behind you. Protect your PIN with your hand as you input it. If you're using credit cards, if you're using cash, make sure your bag or your wallet is protected. Make sure your bag is in front of you and not on your shoulders so that would-be pickpocketers would not have access to it. Be very mindful of the devices in which you input your financial information. That is your credit card, your driver's license, your NIB card. Would-be criminals use this to target your accounts. And as you know, this is a time when more shopping is done than any time of the year. And therefore, you would have, if you're not vigilant as to your credit card statement, as to your bank statement, everything is online now. You can check it frequently, because persons would take advantage of that, and you may think that, well, you're just overspending in this time. You may not check it. You may not see it as a red flag, but that is critical. It's all in an attempt to alleviate the possibility or the chance for someone to target you.
Those are definitely some good tips and things that we take for granted at times, especially when you think about having to enter your PIN while you're at a cash register and even in the food store. ASP Levarity, criminals are getting a whole lot more crafty. What are some new trends and patterns that you're seeing in armed robberies and break-ins that business owners should be aware of, and what precautions should they be taking?
As it relates to armed robbery, like you indicated, these criminals are getting a bit more crafty, but the police are always one step ahead of them. Trends that we are now seeing is persons are pulling up to their business establishment, and these criminals have already been combing the area. So we say to all of the business owner, because we look at it in two parts: safety, which is personal safety, as in safety also in terms of protecting your business. We look at personal safety. When exiting or entering your business establishment, you must be aware of your surrounding. That is very paramount, and you must look left, look right, and if there is something that is suspicious, you must alert the police. We often pay attention so much to our cell phones or other things, we are distracted as to what is directly in front of us. So I urge the public and I urge business owners, you must be aware of your surrounding. Now we move on to the safety of your building. It's paramount that security officers play an important role in reducing armed robberies. They are security officers, and they are there just to do what is said for them to do, which is to secure the building. They have to be on high alert. They can see trends before the actual customers or the business owners itself, because they are security officers. But if you are distracted and you're not doing what you're supposed to do as a security officer, then you're supposed to be the front line to secure the person's business. So that allows a robber or a prolific offender to enter your place or to kind of be around lurking, and you're not able to update the police on what you may have seen. So the number one priority is you must be aware of your surroundings.
I think even as you talked about being aware of your surroundings and even having to be a lot more aware, or even the security guards being more vigilant, I think it's such a good point, and a reminder even for the business owners to have to remind the security officers of what their due diligence is while they are at the building, at the location, and having to secure the property. ASP Levarity, how big of an issue is employee theft during the holiday season, and what can business owners do to reduce employee theft?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we know that the Christmas season is approaching, and demand for cash is very important. So therefore, as a business owner, you have to make that secondary check and balance. You have to put things in place. You don't want to stereotype a person to say that they are stealing, but at the end of the day, if you put the necessary things in place, that minimizes the chances of them actually doing what it is that they are doing. Also, making your employees feel appreciated, which is very paramount, because most of the time persons feel as if they are already undervalued and underpaid. So if you make your employees feel appreciated and maybe give them an extra stipend, that encourages them to say, listen, take a second look at what it is that I may do or may not do. And it's important also for you as a business owner to be hands-on with your business. And when I say hands-on, if you're not hands-on with your business, it gives the employee a secondary chance to kind of do things right under your nose. But if they realize that my employer is hands-on, that causes them to take a secondary look.
These are really some good tips that you've given here today. Inspector Durie Smith, what do you recommend consumers do to move large, high-value purchases from their vehicle into their house discreetly? Should they wait until it gets dark?
Well, I would advise persons always to do things in the daylight. And you know, a secondary eye, a secondary body is always good security, in moving anything of value. It may be things that are not of value, but they may just be in large packages that may seem to be of value, and so you could be targeted by the criminal element. Always have someone else there. Always make sure it's in a well-lit area. And if you have items, say you have something from John Bull, you don't have to put it in the John Bull bag, you can put it in a hardware bag. Always switch the bags. Keep the criminal element off balance. Don't give them all the information. Stay off of social media. Don't post everywhere you're going. Don't put on social media, I'm at the mall shopping now. I'm in John Bull, I'm in Gucci. And I don't want to single out any business establishment, but these are the high-end areas that persons shop and persons go to. Persons are on various social media platforms, and they give the criminal element access to them because the social media is worldwide. It's open to everyone.
Inspector Smith, there are a lot of individuals who are now selling on social media. What should consumers be looking out for to avoid purchasing stolen items?
Consumers should always seek two forms of identification from persons who are selling items. Do not fall into the trap of being so quick to purchase an item because of the price. Remember, anything that is too good to be true or sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
ASP Levarity and Inspector Smith, just before we go, do you have any other parting words for the consumers as well as the business owners?
As it relates to business owners, I would wish to admonish you, feel free. We are the police. We are here to assist you. We serve the community of the Bahamas in totality, wherever you are, in the north, the south, the east, and the west. If you have deposits, large or small, to take to financial institutions, reach out to the commanders in your area. Every commander is available to you. We serve you. We are here to ensure that the security that you feel is paramount and it is high, especially during this Yuletide season.
And just to add to my colleagues, another thing that is very important is the usage of CCTVs or cameras. That is very important in respect to business owners. And a working camera, noted what I say, a working camera is very important. Cameras act as a secondary investigation tool that will never be erased, but always helps us in our investigation. So I urge, during this Christmas season, if it's nothing that you place into your business establishment, make sure it's cameras.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on the show today. This is You and Your Money. We'll be right back.
My laptop is so slow. Time for a new one. Ooh, rose gold. Okay, I'll use my Scotiabank credit card to buy the laptop and then pay off the balance with the Select Pay plan. So that's 3 payments of about $400 each. And I don't have to worry about a credit check or a new application. Yeah, that works. All right, Select Pay, let's get my laptop's payment plan set up on my card. Okay, laptop. 3, 6, or 12 months? That was easy. And I still got points for my purchase. I like this bite-sized payment plan. Visit bs.scotiabank.com for more information.
With the help of our authorized financial institutions, or AFIs, using sand dollars is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Step 1. Identify your preferred AFI by browsing their websites or contacting them directly. Step 2. Download the free mobile application from Google Play or the Apple Store and then register for a sand dollar account. Step 3. Load money onto your mobile app and begin sending and receiving sand dollars or purchasing and selling goods and services.
We are pleased to be
your central bank approved
digital wallet providers.
It does not matter.
Which of us you choose,
You can pay for goods and services
wherever sand dollar is accepted.
We are all in this together.
Visit sanddollar.bs for more information.
Salvation Army Bahamas is now accepting sand dollar donations. The charity celebrated the launch of its sand dollar digital wallet by Omni Financial just in time for its annual Red Kettle fundraiser.
I'm rejoicing and happy to have to launch this sand dollar today in partnership with the Central Bank and Omni Financial. And we are encouraging all the people around, when you pass the kettle, to really please use your digital wallet and donate.
Divisional Commander Major Rudolph Mio first announced the addition of sand dollar donations at the kickoff ceremony for this year's Red Kettle fundraiser. He explained that the public can use any authorized digital wallet provider to donate sand dollars to the Salvation Army.
The digital version of the Bahamian dollar, sand dollar, is compatible with all authorized digital wallet in the Bahamas. This include Cash and Go, Island Pay, Canoe, Mobile Assist, MoneyMax, Omni, and SunCash, any of which can be downloaded from the Google Play and Apple App Store.
Jermaine Campbell, Currency Department Manager at the Central Bank of the Bahamas, which issues sand dollar, explained that sand dollar can be added to a digital wallet by connecting the wallet to a bank account, debit or credit card, or by loading cash at designated locations, most of which are managed by digital wallet providers. Campbell encouraged Bahamians to support the Salvation Army in its fundraising efforts.
today, while we launch the first payment with digital currency here at the Salvation Army, it's not so much so about the digital currency, but more so about the Salvation Army and donating and giving. So I want to encourage all of the Bahamians out there who still have those sand dollars in their wallet to pass the kettle, scan your code and donate to this worthy cause.
In his announcement, Major Mio shared that digital wallet users can donate sand dollars at over 30 locations during this year's Red Kettle campaign.
Each Salvation Army donation station will have a QR code that will allow anyone with a digital wallet to scan and donate in sun dollars to the Salvation Army within seconds.
Omni Financial Business Manager Deirdre Andrews expressed delight in being selected as the Salvation Army's digital wallet provider.
As a wallet provider for Sand Dollar, this was a momentous occasion for us because it also signifies the oncoming of the Christmas holiday, and for this worthy cause. Every year they use this as a major fundraiser, and we're very grateful to be a part in being the chosen financial institution that can provide the Sand Dollar wallet for the Salvation Army at this time.
While cash donations are always welcomed, Major Mio believes digital wallets will make donating easier this year.
In the past years, you would have seen that majority of people who would have donated to the Salvation Army is people who donated cash. And you know, cards came in, we had some challenges because the machine to swipe, and sometimes people are not being willing to trust the card and so forth. But when the people are now passing the red kettle, they may not have cash on them, but they can use their digital wallet and to donate to the Salvation Army. It makes it a much easier and safer way to donate to the Salvation Army.
Jermaine Campbell shared similar sentiments about the benefits of using a digital wallet and Sand Dollar.
The risk of pilferage or other things, or robbery, is mitigated from that aspect. And so, from an operational standpoint, a cost efficiency, it requires less physical management. It's wireless, it's digital, it's safe, it's secure. The funds go into a wallet, and it's an overall more efficient process versus the cash alternative.
To kick off Sand Dollar donations for this year's Red Kettle fundraiser, the central bank made a donation of its own. Campbell donated $2,500 on behalf of the bank to help the Salvation Army meet this year's fundraising goal.
This year we have a goal of $250,000. This will allow us to contribute to share the love as to at least 1,000 families across the islands. Put a smile on many kids' faces by providing new Christmas toy, as well as providing personal care items, food basket to many families this Christmas. With your support, we can attain these goals.
Donations to the Salvation Army can also be made remotely using the Salvation Army's alias or custom name. In keeping with its philanthropic support, the Central Bank of the Bahamas will match Sand Dollar contributions during this year's campaign, which is themed Love Beyond Christmas.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching today's episode of You and Your Money. I also want to give a special thanks to Scotiabank and the Royal Bahamas Police Force for joining us on the show. Don't forget to follow You and Your Money on social media and tune in next week for a brand new episode. I'm Ria Christina. See you next time.